What up, bitches? It's a misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. Please Will Smith the shit out of the like button in order to get this video on the algorithm. I want to talk about this idea that Bun B from the legendary rap group UGK. I want to talk about the idea that he's supposedly a snitch for taking the stand and testifying in a incident that happened in his house in Houston, Texas, back in 2019. Some of y'all might remember this. Some dude tried to strong arm rob him and his wife and try to jack his car. And that was an unfortunate event. I don't wish that on anybody. But, 5 years later, the sentencing is coming up for this dude. Oh, I skipped one part. There was a gunfight. Bun B heard his wife, Queenie, screaming. And he came down with his gun. And there was a gunfight. Bun B ended up shooting and wounding the dude, which good on you, Bun B. Shout out to Bun B for that. And shout out to the Second Amendment, more importantly. But yeah, he ended up shooting dude, and dude obviously got arrested and whatnot, and we're at sentencing. There's two major things that are really pissing me off that I'm hearing about with this shit. Number one, they're saying Bun B's a snitch for testifying, which makes no goddamn sense, because in order for him to be a snitch, he essentially would have to rob himself. Because I've talked about this before. A lot of y'all don't know the definition of snitching, or the street definition of snitching. A snitch is a person who, they may be in a caper with a partner or partners, more than one part of a group, and that person gets caught. The person who gets caught, in order to save his own ass, is going to turn around and flap his gums to the police. That's a snitch. In order to save himself, he's going to go say, hey, look, this is what happened. This is the truth. You know what I mean? That's a snitch. This dude, Bun B, was a victim, and more importantly, his wife was a victim of a crime. That's not snitching. It's just you telling it how it is. And people are trying to say Bun B's a hypocrite because I guess in some of his raps, he talks gangster and everything, but I mean, in his defense, he's making art, number one. Number two, more importantly to me, he kind of evolved past that. Like he talks more about hustling. The majority of his stuff is on that pimp hustling stuff. You know what I mean? So there's that. The second thing is the fact that, well, let's get into this video. I want y'all to be the judge of this.
She can't communicate, and I get so angry all again because she didn't deserve it. She didn't ask for this. She didn't ask for this. The next morning, she got out of bed and went down to the kitchen, and I heard her scream, and I went down to see what was wrong, and she had her back turned, and she was crying. I was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? She was like, I can't. She was just shaking furiously. I can't. I thought, you can't. She's like, I can't leave upstairs. And it was from that moment we realized like she couldn't even be in that house. It is because, there are times where she gets closed off. She can't communicate. And I just can't.
Okay, so Actually, I lied. There's three things I want to talk about. I talked about, him being a snitch, or according to what all the naysayers are saying. Number two, what I just showed you. You have people saying that that he's faking it, and him crying and everything. Let me tell you something, man. Listen, let's go with your logic. Let's say that he is faking it, fake crying and all this stuff. Look, nobody asked this dude to run up in his house and essentially try to rob him. And we could go attempted murder too, because the dude did have a gun. We could say he was willing to go there. Yeah, listen, Bum B should be up there, even if he's fake crying, so be it. You know what I mean? No one this is all a result of this dude's actions, which, it pisses me off, because this is showing a lack of accountability. You're looking at this dude and you're like, you know what? Why is this guy fake crying? Like, I don't think it's fake, because again, this is this man's wife that could have lost her life. Hell, he could have lost his life himself. Which brings me to number three. This is something that's so stupid that people are saying out there. This dude, the dude that went in his house and did what he did, he's facing 40 years. I think he got sentenced to 40 years. Now, people are running around saying, well, that's excessive. Listen, like I said before, he decided to go in that house. No one put him up to it. No one put a gun to his head and said, get in there and try and rob this dude, put a gun in to his wife's back, or I forget whatever position she was in. No one asked him to do that. So listen, there's a great saying that I love ever since I was a little baby. I remember this: don't do the crime if you can't do the time. It is what it is. Listen, I don't care about excessiveness. With everything, all these states and trying to be soft on crime. Nah. Listen, you need to set an example. And listen, if you're facing 40 years, so be it. Listen, he has heartless tattooed on his face. Listen, throw the book at him. He heartless. So those are the type of people that need to be locked up. So listen, I don't want to hear none of this stuff about snitching and take it easy on this brother, because 40 years is excessive. Listen, if it happened to any one of y'all saying that stuff, you'd be singing a different tune. So yeah, I got to defend Bumby on this one. That's it. Quick video. Just want to get this out there. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. And that's it. Shout out to Red Pill Threads. And that's it. Peace, bitches.